Today, it's the National Football League. It's a special New Year's Eve edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
We are pleased as always. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. On the return, here's Hall. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. As we get a peek at the number 2 overall pick from the 2016 draft, standing at 6'5", Carson Wentz.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stand an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
No gain on the play.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Uchenna and Wosu got the sack there. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
It's now 3rd down.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by a first-round pick in the 2020 draft out of Utah State. This is Jordan Love.
It's week 17, Brandon, and I'm just going to go ahead and say it. He's not going to win the MVP award. But that doesn't mean to me that he shouldn't get strong consideration. I think he's been terrific this year.
He has, and I think the highest praise came from the coaching staff telling us that he's been more vital to our team than any other quarterback in the league. If your coaches are saying that, you feel pretty good.
Yeah, I actually heard from an opposing coach earlier this week where he said, look, he's not going to win it, but he should. He's been the best player we played against this season.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down.
Hey, we're going to do what we do.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're march off another 15.
Touchdown, Packers!
Love's pass.
23 yards for the touchdown. And the Packers have taken the early lead.
For the extra point.
Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
It's a giant first down on a gain of 16. A give to Barkley out of the gun. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Number 26, Saquon Barkley.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 11 carries, 55 yards.
And when I watch them operate, I see a unit that's playing with extreme confidence. Offensive line, tight end, wide receivers. You see a group that wants their number 8 rusher in the league end up being in the top 5 before it's over.
Saquon Barkley. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. Got a man, Slayton. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
At the 29-yard line.
Working from the gun, Wentz. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23.
It's a pickup of 6.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Brings up 2nd and
to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz, that is caught at the 7-yard line.
That's good for a Giants.
His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
At the 4-yard line.
Now Wentz again. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Montez Sweat in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
At the 11-yard line.
To try again after the sack. Wentz. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
3rd and goal.
Throwing now is Wentz. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
2nd and 5.
To throw now, here's Love. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Love looking to throw it. That's caught by Kelly. And he is going to have a Packers first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
First down, Packers.
52's the mic, boys. 50.
On 1st and 10, Love. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
On play action. Love to throw. Towards the end zone for Brown. And that will be incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just one first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
The Giants take over 1st and 10.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 10.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Uchenna Nwosu in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7, Giants 3.
They'll run on 1st down. Kelly. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back.
You can't do that.
So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
2 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
At the 44-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. It's time for our player spotlight right now as we get a look at Carson Wentz. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. And he stopped immediately there.
Saquon Barkley, the ball
officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
The line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
On play action, it's Wentz.
At the 33-yard line.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, their first 2 drives only yielded 3 points. They might be thinking it's time to make something happen. Push the ball downfield and try and gain some points that way. Unfortunately, incomplete.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5 quarterback picks up the 1st down.
58 for Mike, 58. It's our time. It's our time.
Throwing is Wentz. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. Wentz. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And it's a fumble. And the Packers pick it up. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
21-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Love from the gun. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Love with it here, 3rd and short yardage. Throw left side complete. That's Vargas. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Jordan Love ready on 1st down here. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. They run with it. It's Kelly. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 14 yards, good for a Packer 1st down.
33-yard line. A gain of 14. 1st down, Green Bay.
Working out of the gun. Love. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
We got 4.
On 2nd down. It's Kelly. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Now Love. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And he is all the way up past the 25.
3rd down pass. Intercepted.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time. Fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started. And that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
36-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Kelly. The broken tackle, but couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up
operating from the gun. Love. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
Love's pass.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
A 2nd down throw for Love. And this is incomplete.
Love's pass.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. Hard throw, incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it.
Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know.
Wentz now on first down. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second downs. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the Giants send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's go, D.
First down, Love to pass. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well inside the 25. Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
94 is the mic. Rapid.
Love now to pass on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we'll get you down the coast, we now proceed to the start of the second half. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. They'll go again with Kelly. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. 5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. From the gun, Love. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Packers.
On first down, it's Kelly. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Midfield to the 48-yard line. A gain of 11 on the play. And a Packer
now Kelly. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. And he slings one that's incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun. Love. And he fires Here's one, but incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
At their own 3-yard
And for an
line.
offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Tackle made at his own 9-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And that'll be incomplete.
Wentz's pass.
Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on.
Brings up
3rd down.
3rd down and 4.
Wentz gonna throw. Jerry Tillery make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
31 yards on the punt there. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Kelly. Oh, he faked him with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Packers.
Let's see what you got.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
The ball carrier.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the gun, Love. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Love's pass.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
94 is the mic. 94.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Love, this is 3rd and goal. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
It's 4th and goal at the 2-yard line.
Kelly to try to punch it in. And a second effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers add on to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to and puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
Barkley, the ball carrier. He's brought down at the 15-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wentz in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him, and I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills, and that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills, but they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run with Kelly. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up
operating from the gun. Love, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. From the gun, Love, and he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Number 84.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go.
The kick is good.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Giants 3.
After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. On the return, here's Hall. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 20.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley, and he'll get about 3 as he takes us up near the 25. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Wentz.
At the 25-yard
nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And they're able to bring him down at the 20. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at the 45. Jordan Love in this offense, ready to get the football back. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the 1st quarter, and he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
A 10-yard loss on the play.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And
now the ball comes loose, and the Giants have it. It's picked up. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
The end of the 3rd quarter.
Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Now a man open down the middle of the field. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
26, Saquon Barkley, the ball carrier.
The Giants on 3rd down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. Here it's 3rd and 2. The give. Now Wentz. And that is incomplete.
Wentz's pass, incomplete from the contact.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Saquon Barkley denied on 4th down, and the Packers D comes up with a big stop. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
He's going deep for it. Got his man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 36 yards on the play. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. This is Kelly. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Again, it's Kelly. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
Back at the 35-yard
Brandon, it's
line.
clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Give them the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
And a Packer 1st down.
On the run, it's Kelly. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Operating from the gun, Love. And he's got it. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cut.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
Complete to
Hollywood Marquise Brown with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard
Throwing
line.
again on 2nd down. Wentz. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
That's good.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On 1st down, Wentz. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Uchenna Nwosu. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Wentz. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted just twice and have had plenty of opportunities. This is 3rd and 4.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Wentz to throw for it on 4th. And he comes back with one complete.
That's good for a
And he's
Giants
got a first down as he's up to the 48. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Dancing to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up
To throw is Wentz. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Jerry Tillery in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Now Wentz on 3rd down. That's complete to Slayton. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Recovered by
Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Check. Fresno.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Watch twist.
On the carry is Kelly. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
Check 56. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the...
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wentz. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. Coming up. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that gap.